All right, guys, so today what we're gonna do an oil change on the Can-Am. So here's the kit from the Can-Am that you can get on the Amazon store. So just so you know, there's two kinds of actually kits. You will see there's the 10W50 and I believe there's a 5W50 for Can-Am. So what is the difference? Well, there's a big difference in terms of temperature. So depending on the state that you live in, I would recommend either the 5W40 or the 10W50. That will depend really on what state and the conditions of and the temperature are of the way that of the places that you are. For example, here in Texas it's extremely hot. Definitely recommend the 10W50. That it's a little bit better on high temperatures. That's what does a better functioning of your engine. Is going to be better for your engine not to overheat, not to have any issues. So if you're in a hot state like Arizona, Texas, or you ride a lot, you know, in South California, potentially, or Mexico as well, the best oil will be the 10W50. That's definitely something that you will need. If you ride, you know, up north up north of California or any northern state where the temperature is a little bit cooler, then in that case you should definitely take the 5W40. That's the one that you will be able to use it. So what comes in the kit? In the kit you will see really fast. We're gonna open it here. You should have your oil filter, which is right here. Couple of gaskets you're gonna need and put those aside, and then obviously oil. This is what you will be putting on your engine as well. So oil, really important to make sure that you have enough. That should be plenty of it. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna need what I recommend is to actually get a socket. Is going to be a 17, I believe. And then we're gonna get on this side of the engine right here. And then as you will see, there's actually one spot right there. I don't know if you're able to see it, but it's right there. You will see, I don't know if it's clear enough, but it's right there at the end. That's what we're gonna open in order to have all the oil go down. So it's usually a mess. So what I recommend, and I will put the link on the video, is this is the tool that I actually use. So I do put that in there, and you will see in a couple seconds how I put it. So it collects all the oil, go through the hole right there, that it's right here, right there, there you go. And then it goes down, and then I can collect the oil down. So that's what I usually do, but this is the tool. I will show you how to put it. And then I will put you the link of this tool. This tool is perfect, is amazing. Raptor Off-Road. This thing is specifically for Can-Am, so that way you don't make a mess on your underbelly or whatever you want to call it. I really recommend it. It's really useful. So I will send you the link on the comments. That way you can get that tool. So let me start working on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to open, you know, how you call it, the screw to have the oil started to drip down, and then we will go to the next steps. All right, step number one, we're gonna come on this side of the engine. You will see there's a cap right here that has 3 screws, which is 8mm each. One there, another one right there, and then another one on the back. So that's the first 3 screws that we're gonna remove. I'm gonna put them right there on the side. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the cap and then remove the oil filter. Here it is, we removed the cap, it's still hot. The oil filter comes in it, and then you see there's a gasket right there. That's the gasket that we will replace with a new one. And then we're gonna put the oil filter. As you can see, this one is pretty messy, pretty dirty. So we're gonna remove this and put the new oil filter instead. Still really hot actually, so I'm still gonna wait a couple seconds. But yeah, that's where it is. And then after that, we're gonna put the new gasket right here, put the new filter, and then put it back again into where it belongs. Here it is, a little bit messy, but here it is. We changed the gasket, we blocked the oil filter in it, and then we're gonna put this back together and tighten everything up, and we're gonna go to the next step. All right, step number 2, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get everything ready. So number 1, we're gonna put a pan below to make sure that we're gonna receive the oil. As I mentioned, I'm gonna put the accessory that's gonna allow me to receive all and guide all the oil through the hole that's gonna be leaking oil. So we're gonna put that there, make sure that it's ready to receive it. There we go. Align everything right. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that 17 millimeter oil plug and let everything drain. Great. Step number 3. Once everything is drained up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that 17 millimeter bolt, change the washer, put it back in. Well, clean with the rag a little bit first, and then put it back in. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go on the other side and put some oil. All right, now we're gonna come on the pilot side. We're gonna remove this so we can get access to that yellow tab over there. That's where we're gonna put all the oil. So remove this so we can get a better access, and then we're gonna use a funnel and then put some oil in there until it's full, which should be around 3.5 bottles, and then we're gonna do some checking to make sure that we're close to it. All right, guys, after the 3rd bottle of oil, so this is the 3rd one, I'm waiting until it gets completely empty. What I recommend is turn the engine on a little bit, because the 4th one is not gonna go in. The oil needs to be getting into the oil filter and the entire circulation and system. In order to do so, you're gonna have to turn it on, and then we can start, pouring the 4th one. But after the 3rd one, I would recommend turn it on real quick for 1 or 2 minutes. Should be enough, and that will have the oil run around the engine, and then make some space for making sure that everything is filled. So I'm waiting for the 3rd one to go in, and then I'm going to turn it on. There it is, guys. So we finished what we did. Make sure we put all the oil, pulled everything back. Now we're gonna put that, prior to it, put everything back. Make sure you turn the engine on for a couple minutes. In this case, I didn't have to fill it all the way down for the 4th one, just like 3/4 of the 4th one, made it up, and I'm at the full. So what I'm gonna do is just making sure you keep it on for a little bit, sure the level is right, and if not, add a little bit more oil. And if it's at the right level after a couple minutes, put everything back. So I'm gonna put the exhaust here back into it, turn it on. I'm actually gonna move it, and I'm gonna do some cleaning. I'm gonna need a shower. So I'm gonna shower it, and then we're done. So here it is, it's easy. Oil change really fast. I'm gonna clean up everything around, and then I'm gonna be ready to ride. I'm just gonna need to clean the Can-Am a little bit, but I'm putting everything back, clean the Can-Am, store it, and then ready to go for the next time. Actually, before that, I may put some other accessories that are already here. So stay tuned to the next video. We're gonna put some mud flaps on top of this ones to give it a more aggressive look. You will see, a little surprise, it's gonna be pretty cool. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be providing a lot of information on the Californiazo, the California trip. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, put the little like. Follow me on Instagram or my Facebook page. Always available to, respond to any of your questions. Same on the comments. You can always put a comment. I will be trying to, respond as best as possible. So that way, we can work on whatever issue you have. I can guide you through a couple of how-tos and accessories if needed. So if you need any recommendation, make sure you put that in the comment, and we should be good to go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Quick way to change your oil. Look for the next video coming up soon, and see you next time.